Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great week to this point. I know that I am blessed. I am eternally and effectually thankful and grateful for the life that I have been able to live with its challenges, with its difficulties, with its setbacks, its frustrations, its hurts, and its pains. I have still been able to do some unbelievable things in my life. And today is Thankful Thursday. And what I'm going to do here on this particular episode of Thankful Thursday is I'm going to sort of share why I'm thankful. And I'm going to extend a gift to you by way of financial sacrifice. And I do it a lot, but I'm going to do it today. I'm gonna say it on the front end, and then we'll talk about why it's important in my expression of my gratitude to people who touched my life, and empowered me, encouraged me, inspired me to do the things that I've done. But today and today only, I am offering the first 5 people who are willing to take advantage of it to purchase the bronze package to work with me, which is normally a 12-week package, and have a free upgrade all the way to the platinum package. I had been doing an upgrade to the gold package, which is half a year. The bronze package is a complete year, 52 weeks, 52 sessions, or until we finish. I finish with my clients. I don't leave them hanging. And that's why most of my clients renew with me. But anyway, you can get a free upgrade. The platinum package is $13,995. Um, the bronze package is $3,500. You see the difference. It's worth every dime of that 14 grand, by the way. I think it's worth 25. I've seen programs for 25 that didn't do half of what I do with my clients. It's comprehensive, it's change. They win. That's why they actually re-up with me. But that's the offer I'm giving you at that particular point. Let me explain something to you and why I am doing it from my end and why I am demanding something of you as far as you investing in yourself. Let me tell you why I'm thankful. I'm thankful because I understand what it took for me to get to where I'm at, what it has taken for me to experience the successes along with some of the failures and knockdowns and setbacks that are a part of life. I don't have this glory, purity shield of unbelievable things, and I don't share with you that it took bumps and bruises to get there. It's taken some ins and outs, some ups and downs, some moving forward, some moving back. Life is a continuum on which you are living, where you are hopefully moving forward the predominance of the time, but there will be setbacks. It's just the way it is. But, I look at my level of commitment to things and how I refuse to give in. And I first and foremost have to thank my great grandparents, who were my adopted parents, who reared me. My grandmother's parents reared me. And I saw in both of them my great grandfather, the son of a sharecropper who never got past the second grade, because at 7 years old, he had to go out into the field and work with his dad just to make ends meet. My grandmother, who never got past the 11th grade, but became a business owner and owned a beauty salon until her upper 80s, uh, early 90s. Um, Long story is crazy, but I watched them come from absolutely nothing. Well, I didn't watch them come from it, but I was able to hear the stories. I was able to see where they came from and the level of commitment and content, and it gave me no excuses. So they set the flame of fire in me, and then they fanned it. They brought me the books I wanted to read. They encouraged me to do the things that I wanted to do. They encouraged me to be different. I didn't have to match up a lineup with the other kids in the community. Then there was Miss Geraldine Francois, my fourth, fifth, and sixth grade teacher. I was in what was known as, at the time, in HISD, an accelerated learning class where they had kids from multiple grades in one class, one teacher. And these were supposed to be for gifted kids. And so for the fourth, fifth, and sixth grade, I had the same teacher. And when I came in the fourth grade, I remember her saying, "You're an exceptional kid, but nobody will ever know because they can't read your writing." And she sit down and make me stay after school with her for almost a half a year, teaching me how to write. Because then we're writing in cursive now, and so she's teaching me how to write, and my handwriting is very close to what hers. Whereas people laugh at me because of how my handwriting. And men aren't supposed to be, for whatever reason, men aren't supposed to have good legible handwriting. But that was that, and then there was Mr. Brewer in the seventh grade, who was a former college professor who decided to leave um, the college ranks and come down. He said too many kids were coming unprepared, and he had a level or a standard of excellence. He had some sayings: punctuality is a step to success, obedience is a step to success, commitment and preparation is a step to success. And he demanded it of you. If you didn't do it, first time you didn't do it, you had to write it 1,000 times. Whatever it was that you failed at, you had to write it 1,000 times and turn it in the next day. If you didn't turn it in, you got to meet Old Faithful. This is back when they had paddles, and Old Faithful was his paddle, and he was going to make you bend over, put your hands in the chair. I'm not condoning any of the behavior. What I'm saying is he lit a fire. He made me focus, and instead of being afraid of it, I embraced it. I took on the challenge. Mr. Joseph was my woodshop teacher. He taught me it was okay to work with your hands, and that he was considered the coolest dude in the school, but he was probably one of the smartest. Wore glasses, everything, but everybody loved him. And so I saw that you didn't have to be stupid to be cool. And so he changed the insights. But then it gets even better. I get to high school, and I without a shadow of a doubt, if it's not for Miss Dewberry and Miss Myra Williams Leonard, my journalism teacher and my 11th grade English teacher, I'm not a published author now. They saw something in me. They challenged me. They pushed me. Miss Leonard, Myronell Leonard, she married my Coach Leonard. She was Miss Williams before that. So I actually knew her before she was Miss Leonard. And she encouraged me to write an article on absentee fatherhood because she knew I never knew my father. I wrote the article. She got it published, not just in the school newspaper, not just in local periodicals like the Forward Times, but nationally in a national teen magazine. And that was the beginning of the writing bug for me. And ultimately, that title, The Invisible Father, would become the title for my first book, The Invisible Father, Reversing the Curse of a Fatherless Generation. And now I'm on book number 26, which will drop in a little over a month, which is Transcendent, Rising Above the Chaos, the remarkable ability to rise above the chaos and win in life. But I wouldn't be there without D. Rothstein, a man I met when I was 20, 21 years old in a bar. Without him being willing to take me under his wing and teach me business, I probably would not have started 47 businesses in 35 years. That's definitely not for the squeamish. But I'm the kind of person, especially earlier in life, I've slowed down a lot as far as just jumping on opportunities. But early in life, if I saw opportunity, I went after it. I've slowed down to focus now on my passion, which is helping people change life. So I've centered and I found my sweet spot. So I spend most of my energy and effort in that. But without this guy pouring into me, and don't get me wrong, he got paid handsomely for it. We don't know it. Without a chance encounter with the incomparable Dr. Miles Monroe in Dallas, Texas, some years ago, I would not have taken on the courage to make this thing a worldwide, international endeavor. People poured into me. I've paid people without spending $5,000 to attend an event that Tony Robbins was giving. I'm probably not doing this right now. I had hit a hard spot in my business. I had lost what it took me years to build. I was frustrated. I was hurt. My ego was scarred. Um, and something said, this guy is a student of somebody I respected. Tony Robinson is off the tree of Jim Rohn. And one thing Jim Rohn would say is that those who win in this world are willing to invest in themselves and in knowledge and growing, or in their education. And so I did. I paid and I went. And I have to tell you, the dude, Tony Robbins, is that dude. He may seem flaky to some people, looking at him at a distance, but his stuff works. And it challenged me to develop a discipline in neuro linguistics program and neuro-associative conditioning, transformative vocabulary, and some other things that have allowed me to help my clients. But what I'm telling you is I didn't get here because I have some gift somebody else doesn't have. I didn't get here because I'm self-made and I just did it. I got here because people were strategically placed in my life. Some I sought out, some sought me, some were just simply waiting on me to arrive. But whatever the case, people in your life at the right time, with the right information, with the right insight, with the right influence, are going to determine the route you go. The people you have around you that influence your decisions, influence your behavior, you're going to be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time around. Wouldn't you want at least one of those people to be a person who has the insight, ability, experience, and skills to get you to where you need to get? There are a lot of people that contact me and say, when I'm able to, I'm going to work with you. And I've worked with people. I've put in a lot of free time. And there are places and times I still do so. But when I'm talking about my business and I'm talking about committing time for a year with someone, I'm going to ask them to put some skin in the game. But I think to be able to get the bronze package and upgrade all the way to the platinum package, I think that's an unbelievable gift. That's my gift to you. But here's the thing. The gift doesn't work if you don't access it. And you have to access it by investing yourself in the gift. The gift is there to expand you. The gift, if you access the gift will expand you. It's impossible not. I have a 99.99% success rate. The only one that did, and it's 99999, but the only one that didn't was the person who quit. And I say person, everybody finishes. I can't, I could give you a bunch of different reasons why everybody finished. I've had people that tell me it's the authenticity, it's the fact that you can engage me and not be judgmental, the fact that I feel like you actually really care, and all these things are true about me. I'm not here to get to judge you. I'm here to challenge you. I'm not here to act like I'm bigger or better than you. I'm just you in a different place and time, doing something that if you do it, you can end up doing what I do or more. I'm not trying to place myself on a pedestal. I'm trying to get everybody to come where I've gone and do what I've done at a greater height, a greater length, a greater capacity, because the world needs you to shine. And what I can tell you is people finish. Number one is I'm engaged. It matters to me. While I am going to charge you, it's not just about the money. Because if I get your money and you don't win, I lose. So when I get your money, I want you to win. When I get your money, I want you to shine. When I get your money, I want you to be a representation of just how good I am. So I'm all in. I'm all in. We're going to figure it out. That's why I say that even when we get to the end of the journey, if there are some things left undone, we're going to finish it. Now, if we get to where we say we were going, we're done. Now, if you want to re-up at that time, you can. But if it's some things I know, hey, I promised you would be doing this, we're going to get there. Now, the flip side of that is you will have had to put in the work. Now, if I'm looking at you and I see you're not putting in the work, we're going to have words. We're going to talk about it because that's why I'm here. So again, I'm thankful because the people who were placed in my path showed up. I believe that I'm placed in your path. I believe that you look at this channel, or you come watch me on whatever platform, or you read whatever writings I put on multiple websites, and you've read maybe one or two of my books. That's one of the coolest things to me, to be sitting down with someone who has uh, contracted or hired me to work with them, and they're quoting things out of my books, meaning they took a path to get to me. There was something that resonated with them and something I did outside of them engaging me. And then they came and said, I want to go to the next level. Look, it can be easy to sit up and talk about what you want to do. It can be easy to sit up and talk about what's important to you. It's easy to sit up and talk about how your life is going to go. It's easy to sit up and declare 2023 is going to be the best year of my life. You can sit up and declare, I'm going to get, until you put skin in the game, until you take that step, until you decide that I'm going after it and there's absolutely nothing that's going to stop me from having it. It's just talk. The moment that you decide to move towards a worthy goal, you're starting to operate in the vein, in the area, in the space of success. It's not just the goal, it's the progression, it's the growth, it's the intentional, consistent growth that defines success. It's every day I'm becoming a better person. Every day I'm becoming a better man, a better woman. Every day I'm becoming a better spouse, a better parent. Every day I'm becoming a better business person, a better employee, whatever it is. But I'm getting better. I'm growing. I'm not stagnant. I'm not content with being the same person each and every year of my life. I'm making a commitment that this is going to be the year that I change, not just because I say it's going to happen, but because I'm 100% sold out to putting what it takes into being what I'm capable of being. And I'm not going to let go. I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to quit. I refuse to settle. I'm going to have it. Now, you've got to understand, when you make this commitment, that life is going to challenge you. Life will pay whatever price you demand of it, but life is going to make a counter demand. Life is going to make you have patience. Life is going to test your commitment, your consistency. Life is going to test whether you're willing to give up some things that do not add to what you say you want. There are some things that most people don't want to give up because they've been convinced that it has to be a part of their lives, and it's holding them hostage. There are some things that people won't embrace because they don't want the discomfort of moving out of this safe space that they've lived in that really isn't that safe at all. What am I trying to get you to understand? That if you want to reach a point where you've got this massive gratitude for what you've been given, what you've experienced, what you've been able to accomplish, the legacy that you have created, that you will leave behind, that will speak of you after you're gone, you're going to have to start putting in the work. 86,400 seconds in a day. That's what you got. What you do with that 86.4 is going to determine the outcome of your life. How serious you take every second is going. It doesn't mean that you're working 24/7. You're going to destroy yourself and kill yourself that way. It means that you give meaning to every moment. You cherish it, because once it passes, it's gone. You don't get it back. You give meaning to it. Some of it is meant for reflection. Some of it is meant, obviously, for sleep and rest. Some of it is meant to get in the gym and take care of your body. Other is meant to spend time with family, to love on the people who love on you, to pour into people and to give. The other time is about the grind. What are you willing to commit? What are you willing to give? What are you willing to do to have the things you say you want? That's the question. What are you willing to give? How much of yourself are you willing to give to have that thing you say you want? See, it doesn't come because you say you want it. This isn't a wish list. This is, I'm about to build something that doesn't exist. Through energy, through effort, through commitment, through learning, through knowledge, through progression. I'm about to build something that does not exist now. I'm about to speak something that doesn't exist. It's coming from the conceived notions and visions within my mind, in my head. And I am now going to manifest it in the sixth dimension, but I am going to consistently move toward it until I bring it into the third dimensional realm, where it can be touched, it can be measured, it can be felt, it can be seen. But it starts when I say I'm committed, and it doesn't end until I realize it. And everything in between is the work that's required of me to make it happen. See, we don't want the process. We want to say we want something and then we want it to magically appear. We want somebody to show up in our lives and give it to us. We want God to rain it down like manna from heaven. And we don't understand we were designed to create it. We were designed to manifest it. We were designed to walk into it. But it requires a commitment that most people aren't willing to get. It's not that anybody's better than anybody else. It's that some people are simply more committed to the process. Some people are more committed to going through the difficulties, the challenges. You're going to have to go on the wall of the other side of that wall, that other side of pain, that other side of fear, that other side of uncertainty. You're going to have to travel on the other side to get the things in life that stand out. That's simple. You're not going to win sitting in your corner of comfort. That's where mediocre is built. That's where mediocrity is built. That's where average sets up shop, is in the corner of comfort. I'm gonna get over here. This is everybody's over here. Everybody's talking about the same thing. Everybody got the same excuses. Everybody's talking about what they wish they could have done. Everybody's talking about how hard they had it. Let me tell you something. There's a world full of people who had it hard, that decided that that wasn't going to be what defined their life story. And they decided that they were going to get up and they were going to stand up and they were going to walk out of that thing that they were born into. I'm not marginalizing or minimalizing what you've been through. No. Some of you have been through some very difficult and hard times. Some of you have been shaken at the very core. Some of you have been victimized. Some of you have been violated. But let me tell you something. Your story can't end there. Your story can't end there. That can't be what defines you. God didn't design you to fold. God designed you to be a testimony of his greatness, of his awesomeness, of his power, of his infinite wisdom, of his infinite capacity to deliver you. And what you got to do now is stand up in it. You got to brush yourself off. You got to stop giving power to the past. I'm going to do everything I can to work with as many people as I can. That's one of the reasons why we're actually reducing one-on-ones. Do one-on-ones work? They work better than any other way of engagement. Here's the problem. There's only so much time I can do one-on-ones. Each one requires a minimum of 40 minutes to 45 minutes, up to an hour. There's only so many hours in a day, so many days in a week, so many weeks in a month. You get it. So it caps out no matter how hard I push. But there are ways to reach people through programs, through courses, through live events, through speaking engagements, through a number of other ways that I can reach more people. And my goal is to plant seeds. I believe if I plant the seeds, people will find the answers. Some of you, I'm going to be able to walk you to directly step by step to the answers. The one-on-ones are unbelievable, unparalleled. But I have to be able to do more. So I'm reeling back. But for the ones that I do work with, that's a special place. I take it serious. I'm committed to it. And I'm challenging each and every person. Find the space. Find that someone. If it's not me, maybe you'll find someone who takes you under their wing and brings you up. Or maybe you'll find someone that you see value in, that you're willing to invest in working with or whatever. But you got to understand ways to expedite your growth, expedite your progression. And I'm telling you, without the people that's why I'm thankful, because the people who came in my life touched me. They touched me in ways where I remember Miss Leonard was an unbelievable person. Miss Dewberry, my God, Miss Francois, extremely talented and gifted, could sing, could play the piano, was a teacher, eventually became the principal of the elementary school I went to, and just was an unbelievable person. But and you know, and D Rothstein, I mean, this dude, I mean, the foundation of business, the person who told me he who has the goal makes the rules, laid the foundation for how I would move in life and how I would believe in who I was, no matter what someone else said. All of this came from people, and I'm grateful for that. And so again, for the first 5 people who are willing to take advantage of this, it's only today, because it's really crazy, but it's today, and I'm doing it today. First 5 people will be able to get my platinum package, which is a $13,995 package, for the price of the bronze package, which is $3,500. For those who are ready, for those who want to go the distance for the journey of your lifetime. The next 12 months, I promise you, will change your life forever. That's my gift to you, but you're going to have to gift yourself from the other end of this offer. It's that simple. Um, Free is good sometimes, but free won't get you everywhere you need to go. On that note, look, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I thank you for sharing your time with me. As I always say, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. And I challenge you to do the same thing. On that note, I'm out of here. You guys have an unbelievable remainder of your day.